Of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll it right through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. These geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures, but appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all blues. And I wanna rock. 'Cause I got boots and a hoo-hoo and nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'd be digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. 'Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I got boots and a hoo-hoo. I got boots and a hoo-hoo.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. One young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars. The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can't rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Oh, 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 if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants. It's the wet pants and fun leg slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. So wet pants, kitties and boots, 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 kitties and boots. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole.
Alrighty, here we are. It is Thursday, which means it's word salad, which means I'm Phil Johnson. I'm a comedian for the night. Welcome. Drop a comment in the chat. That's a drink. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I have a head cold, so I'm not doing super great tonight. But we're gonna pile through. We're gonna do this. I haven't really sung at all in like 2 weeks, so we're gonna try and muddle through some tunes here. And I got some updates for you, some important updates. And let's just chill out and relax before I go collapse on the couch for the rest of the evening, okay? So here we go. So I just recently back from a trip to St. Croix in the Virgin Islands. Very fun. We went down there for a wedding. It was a somewhat disorganized wedding, but it was really nice to hang out with my girlfriend's family and spend some time with them. And we had a good old time. So I did get sunburned. I did scrape myself up in the ocean, but I also did go snorkeling and all that kind of good stuff. So let's sing this one. Let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach, and let the sun slowly kill us, nearly drowning a riptide. Let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach. You'll get a jellyfish sting and I'll pee on your leg. Let's stay in the house, let's stay in the house, 'cause it's really much safer. We always have Netflix, I can still pee on your leg. There we go. All right, so that one's not too difficult to sing. It's short. My voice is out of shape and shot from a cold, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna play around tonight. If there's something you want to hear, drop it in the chat. Say hey in the chat. We're only on YouTube tonight and only on the Team Philagelos website because for some reason my software did not want to connect to Facebook this evening, and I did not have the energy to fix it when I discovered it. So we're just on YouTube and the Team Philagelos website tonight. So if you're watching there, what's up? Hello. Say something in the chat, and I'll keep singing until we do that. I don't even know if I can pull this one off, but let's try it. This is one of my favorite old songs. It's from 1939. I once lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have any cares. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. We bought bootleg liquor, champagne, and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. If I get my hands on a dollar again, ooh, I'll hang on to it till that old eagle grins. And nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be a long-lost friend. I said it's strange, without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Guitar solo. Lord, nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange, without any doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Not sure what those last couple chords were. Faking it through the end right there. So anyway, I feel like I got my Bruce Springsteen voice. Every time I try to sing when I've got a cold on, I always feel like I should be doing Bruce Springsteen's songs. My mouth's not working. I feel like I should be doing The Boss. Born in the USA. Like his voice has been like that for 40 years. I don't know if he's had a cold for 40 years, but that's what he's always sounded like. Speaking of Springsteen, there's a really good documentary on Netflix right now about the recording of We Are the World. It's called The Greatest Night in Pop Music. And it's pretty good. It's interesting. I've never been a big, giant, We Are the World fan. It's a catchy enough tune. Did some good. They raised a lot of money with it, which is great. But I've never been a big fan of the tune. But the documentary is pretty wild. How they were all in there in the middle of the night after the American Music Awards, banging out, We Are the World. So if you like that song, or if you don't like that song, check out the documentary on Netflix. It's quite good. We're almost done watching it. So it's Black History Month. How about them nuggets? Happy Black History Month, if that's a thing that you celebrate. My favorite thing about Black History Month is watching all the brands try and squeeze themselves in. Hey, Dana, what's up? Yeah. Actually, Dana, if you watch Bruce Springsteen's Broadway show, that's on, I don't remember which streamer it's on, but his Broadway show, he opens with the fact that he's never had a blue-collar job, which I thought was really interesting that he outs himself right in the beginning of it. He's very honest about his storytelling from that point of view. It's really interesting. So it's Black History Month. One of my favorite things in Black History Month is watching brands try and jam themselves into some sort of angle on Black History Month. It's called newsjacking. That's what the PR agencies call it. It's newsjacking, which is different from Fox News, which is newsjacking off. But watching the brands try and squish themselves into Black History Month always makes me laugh. Because like Under Armour is like, whoa, we got Steph Curry shoes. He's kind of black, right? And then Michaels has a box of crayons that only has shades of brown in it. And I was like, how did they miss putting one nervous little white crayon in the corner? Or better yet, right in the middle, like that Pornhub picture. Pornhub, oh yeah, they're like, hey, it's Black History Month, everybody. It's ridiculous watching brands try and sidle on up to the Black History Month trough. Trough? Is that the right word? I don't know. I'll tell you what, Dana, I'm not a big Springsteen fan either, but his Broadway show, really good. Really pretty fascinating. What's up, Dave? What's up, Evil Dave? Evil Dave in the house. Excuse me. Pardon me. That actually cleared my throat a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to sing. Let's sing something while my throat is clear. How about that? Nope, can't do that one. All right, here we go. I'll do this one. You seem like a real nice girl, someone I could spend my life with. We'll try. I forgot the words. You seem like a real nice girl, someone I could spend my life with. Why can't I remember the words to my own song? Hang on. My brain is so foggy right now, you guys. Got the cold and the cold medicine happening. The NyQuil. It's good stuff. You seem like a real nice girl, someone I could spend my life with. So do you want to be here with me until we both drop dead? We'll buy a house and share a bed, then we'll have 1 or 2 kids. Eventually we'll resent it all, then we'll both drop dead. And when we're both old timers, severe Alzheimer's, every day with you will be brand new. And we'll feel young again, because we won't know what year it is. You are looking pretty good right now, and I try to keep myself fit. We'll try not to gag when our parts start to sag, then we'll both drop dead. Statistics say that I'll go first, and you'll get 7 more years of spending all my money and sleeping with my friends, and then I'll see you in hell. Woo! Couldn't hit them high notes on the end part of that one. Not tonight. Not tonight. Boy, I hope my voice is going to be in better shape by the time we do this next week. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna practice. Practice. Something I haven't done in a couple of weeks. So the beach was fun. We did some snorkeling, did some horseback riding, ate some very expensive Cajun food, and generally had a nice time. We managed to try all 4 ice cream places on St. Croix. There are 4 ice cream places on the island. We managed to try them all during our week there. Had some goat cheese ice cream. Yeah, I did. It was quite tasty. Did not taste like what you would have expected of goat cheese ice cream. Little cheesy, not as salty as I expected it to be, but it was quite good. I had some gooseberry ice cream. Very good, except it's got pits in it. You got to spit them out, which was weird. Never had to spit out parts of ice cream before. The Happy Simpleton, what's up? Nice to have you here. Thanks for dropping in. So let me give you some news updates real quick here. Let's do the upcoming shows first. This month's a little bit light, but there are a couple of shows left this month. Next Tuesday, if you're a VR type person, if you got your Oculus, if you got the new Apple headset, whatever it is, join me in VR chat for the Failed to Render comedy show. That's Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. I'll be in VR chat. I don't know how to use VR chat yet. It's my first time in there, and it's going to be weird, I assure you. So that's Tuesday, the 20th, 7 p.m. Pacific. On the 24th, I'll be at the Chicken Pie Shop in Walnut Creek. That's a nicer venue than it sounds like. And then in March, that's it for February. Light month. March 6th, I'll be at Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale, California. March 7th through, March 7th, I will be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, California. That's a World Series of Comedy show. March 14th and 15th, I'll be at the Alameda Comedy Club, Alameda, California, featuring for somebody. I don't know who yet. It's a mystery to me, too. And then it's off to New York. On March 21st, I'll be at Bomb Shelter at GAF West in New York City. On Saturday the 23rd, I'll be at the Odd Rock Comedy Hour, which is a musical comedy show at QED in New York City. They like their acronyms there. And then on March 24th, I'll be at the Vig Bar in New York City. So if you're out there near New York City, come on out. See some shows. It's going to be fun. I've been in New York in years, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go to the Louis Armstrong Museum while I'm there, which is what I'm very most excited about. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, looking forward to that trip, and a bunch of stuff happening. Here's some news. I hired a booking assistant. Yeah, I did. Just today. Her name is Crystal Sharp, and Crystal is going to be a huge, big help to me. So all those times you're asking me, hey, when are you coming to our town? When are you coming to my area? Crystal is going to make sure that happens. So we're meeting tomorrow to get our feet wet with the whole process and onboard her into my systems and make it so she can use them. And it's going to be very exciting. And we will. I'll bring her in at some point so you can all meet Crystal. But I'm excited to work with her. She has got some great energy about her, so it's going to be very cool. All right, let's do a quick song, and I got some other stuff to tell you. I think, yeah, I do. All right. The devil appeared to me and said, "Hey, do you want to do a bad thing?" I said, "Nah." He said, "All right then," and he disappeared. And I was like, man, the devil's gotten lazy. All right, that's a short one. I don't know if I can do this one. Let's see. She had her thumb out on the side of the road, tight pair of jeans and a cowboy hat. She spit her gum out as my car slowed. She smiled real big and grabbed her pack. I rolled down the window and she leaned in and said, "Thanks for stopping, friend." I said, "Your sign says south, but you're standing in a northbound lane. Maybe if you learned a little geography, maybe you one day you could have a car like me." And then I left. Man, I'm really off my game tonight, y'all. Woo! That one's based on a true story, by the way. Based on a hitchhiker I saw here in my town here in San Jose. That's a short one. It is indeed. I was standing. My car was at a stoplight near the entrance to 680 North here in Northern California, and there was a hitchhiker there holding a sign that said San Diego. Now, if you're not familiar with California geography, San Diego is at the very bottom of California. It's right near the border with Tijuana. And this person was standing at a northbound entrance, and I was like, you're never going to get there if you don't get a little bit of geography knowledge in your brain. So anyway, that is based on a true story, the Hitchhiker's song. So let's see here. Here's some news. April the 5th, my next single is coming out, and it's going to be a wild. All right, Talon JLK is going to catch me on Fail to Render. Excellent, good. I don't know what I'm going to look like in there because the avatar that I was using in Meta Worlds doesn't transfer over. And VR Chat seems to have some real goofy looking avatars, so I don't quite know what I'm doing in there yet. Right now I'm a guy with a big mustache. I'm trying to figure it out. So anyway, April the 5th, my next single comes out. It's going to be a little bit out of the ordinary for what I do. Why? Because it is a cover song rather than something original, which I've done, here and there. It's a serious song, which I don't do very often. And I think you're going to dig it. I've let a few people hear it, and they're really into it. It is a cover of Barry Manilow's Copacabana. Yes, put your shock away. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Barry Manilow fan. I never have been. I don't even like that song particularly. But my friend Kristen Korb did a version of it on her jazz album called What If. And it's really cool. And I had never really listened to the lyrics to the song before. I just kind of knew the chorus. And I was like, oh, this story is super dark. Like there's a murder and then she drinks herself to death. And it's a pretty dark story. So I thought, oh, this needs a dark arrangement. And so I have done a really dark and heavy arrangement of Copacabana. Sort of like if Nick Cave and Typo Negative collaborated on it. So if you know either of those artists, that'll put a sound in your head. It's Nick Cave and his Murder Ballads period. I'll put it that way. And that's cool, Dana. And that'll be out April 5th. A few people have heard it so far, and they really dig it. So if you don't like Barry Manilow and you don't like Copacabana, then I've got the version of Copacabana for you. If you love Barry Manilow and you love Copacabana, you might not like my version. That's how it's going to work. I create songs, covers of songs that people hate for people who hate them. Maybe that's a slogan. I don't know. Anyway, that's coming April 5th. You'll be hearing a lot more about it as things ramp up here. I'm just starting to get all the stuff set up for it. But that's coming April 5th. Looking forward to having you hear that. All right. And then let's do another song. Got anything you want to hear? Drop it in the chat. I'm doing short ones tonight just because I don't know that I can get through a whole song. I bade my fair lass a farewell as I headed so far out to sea. I said I'll be back before winter's come unless I find a good deal on a condo. All right, I like that one. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Let me brush the stardust from your hair. Heaven's clouds obscure you from my eyes. And since you've been so high up in the sky, I'll clean the carbon dioxide from your ears. All right, there we go. Here's the fun thing about that Barry Manilow cover. When I went into doing the arrangement, I thought, I'm going to reharmonize it. I'm going to change the chords up to make it sound dark and heavy. And as it turned out, I didn't have to change any of the chords. It's exactly the same chords as Barry Manilow's original of Copacabana. And all that darkness was just hiding in there. When you hear it, you're going to be like, that's not possibly the same chord progression. And I guarantee you it is. I just pulled out the notes that would make it sound nice and dark and heavy. It's so cool. I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait. I've heard it. I can't wait for you to hear it. So let's see here. Speaking of singles, I was really super hoping to finish tracking my personal hell this week. And obviously that didn't happen because the last dose of stuff to put on there is the vocals, and my vocals are in no shape to do that this week. It's a pretty gritty tune. So everything else is done. I laid the guitar solo earlier this week, got that in there. Pretty happy with that. So I got to get the vocals on there, and then we'll send that off to Federico, and we'll get that mixed up. And then that is going to be the next single after Copacabana will be My Personal Hell. And that'll be coming, we're probably looking at June for that one, I think, for a release on that one. So look forward to that. It's going to be a fun tune. That one is like a punk rock gospel tune. It's a lot of fun. I'd sing it for you now, but I'm not sure I can do it. The voice is not good tonight. So let's do a couple of shorties here, and I'll tell you one other thing, and then I'm gonna go collapse on the couch for the rest of the evening. But I'm glad that you're here. I didn't want to go another week without doing this because when I don't have this time with you, I start to feel disconnected, and that was the weird thing about being on a trip for a week was I felt very disconnected from my whole career. I would go on Instagram and see everybody's comedy show flyers and things like that, and I would just be like, "Oh, I'm just sitting on a beach. Why am I looking at my phone?" And it was weird to come back and have to get reconnected to the work that I love so much. Oh, good. Dana's taking vocal lessons. That's awesome. Vocal Fry is my middle name. Yeah, I'm frying quite a bit this week. Normally I don't, but that's good, Dana. That's great. I'm glad you're doing that. I've never had vocal lessons. I take it back. I've had one vocal lesson because a friend of mine, Yari Melcher, is a great vocal teacher. And at one point, he wanted to trade me for guitar lessons. So he gave me a voice lesson. I gave him a guitar lesson. And then we never got around to continuing that arrangement. And now he's moved out of the area. So, but anyway, Yari Melcher, good artist, good singer, good vocal teacher. All right, let's do this one. This one is I'm going to dedicate this to the niece. The nephew and the niece-in-law who just got married over in St. Croix. Oh, maybe I won't. Anyway. She sparkles with anticipation on her summer wedding day. But left over from her bachelorette party, carefully hidden away, is a tiny plastic penis in her hair. There we go. I like that one. That's one of my favorite short ones. Cool. Yeah, so as I was saying, I didn't want to go another week without doing this because I start to feel very disconnected from the community, and I like to come in here and commune with you all and see you in the chat, and I'm happy that you come and hang out with me too because it's a lot of fun. All right, so last bit of news, real quick. Oh, before we do this, I need to give shout outs to my Inner Circle members. By the way, if you're watching and you are not yet part of Team Philagelos, you can go right there to philjohnsconcomedy.com/join or click that QR code with your camera phone there and join up. Come on in. We're doing lots of great things besides these live streams. We got merch drops. You get advance notice and new stuff. I send y'all like good little tidbits and goodies and all sorts of fun stuff. So do that. That's a terrible sales pitch. But if you're not on Team Philagelos yet, which means you're not yet getting emails and text messages from me, that's how you know. Then click that QR code or go to that URL right there and join on up. All right. So quick shout out to my Inner Circle members. Gold Inner Circle members, Teresa Good, Thomas Edward, Michael Walker. Michael Walker. Jared Christensen, Lisa Holder, Chris Wesley, Sheila Baker, Vince Hamilton. Thank you to all them for being huge supporters of my work. And on the silver level, we got Kendra Slater, Jonathan Pollock, Evil Dave. What's up, Evil Dave? Di Chadwell, Cynthia Leonard, Sophie Kellogg, and Chris Hausch. There's going to be a lot more news coming about the Inner Circle program soon. I'm doing some work on that over the next couple of weeks, and I'll have more info for you on that. Now, last thing before we go tonight, the format of these live streams is going to be changing over the next couple of weeks for the better. So it's going to be a 90-minute live stream rather than these 30-minute live streams, and it's going to be in 3 parts. And what I'm doing here is I'm combining this live stream with the artist showcase stuff that you may have seen me do in the past, which was more of a private show, with our Inner Circle members hangout. And they're all going to be part of the same thing. So what will happen is there will be 3 parts to the show. The first part will be the artist showcase part. It'll be origin story, some of my greatest hits type of stuff. If you know my stories already, you don't have to show up for that first half hour or 20 minutes or whatever. I haven't figured out what it's going to be exactly yet. Following that, we'll have Word Salad. We'll have this, which will only be available to members of Team Philagelos. So it'll be gated. You'll have particular places to watch it. Actually, it's the same places you're watching it now, and we'll make that happen. And then the third part of the show will be the Inner Circle members hangout. So that's coming up. I've got some technical work to do to make that all happen. But it's going to be, I think, an interesting way of formatting the show and being able to service everybody the way that they should be serviced and bring new people into the fold as well. So anyway, that's something I'm working on over the next couple of weeks. If it's glitchy, buggy, whatever, then I appreciate your patience and hanging in there with me. I wasn't about to try it tonight because I'm barely getting through this 30 minutes. But let's do one more song. Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do one more song. Thank you for coming hanging out with me tonight. It's nice to see all of you again after my couple weeks off. And if you're in California, come to a show over the next couple weeks. If you're going to be near New York City, come to a show when I'm out in New York at the end of March. And lots more stuff coming up. Cecilia, it's not my last stream. No, there's going to be lots more live streams. We're just changing the format a little bit, but this will be my last song for tonight because my voice is starting to go. I actually got invited to go do a show last minute tonight because somebody had to drop out, and I was like, I can't, not tonight. All right, this one's called True Happiness. Hang on, I'm also out of tune. It's that kind of night, everything's a little bit tweaky tonight. Let me tune up at least so this last song is going to be in tune. What's your favorite, while I'm singing this, what's your favorite remedy for a cold? I'm in California right now, Cecilia. Put in the chat, what's your favorite remedy for a head cold? I've been drinking throat coat tea like a beast and taking the cold medicine. Thank you, I will. All right, let's do this one. It's called True Happiness. True happiness is easy to achieve. It can happen to you if you just believe. Because the best way to make a smile from a frown is to watch people you don't like fall down. All right. There we go. Donuts, Dave says. Lots of donuts. Yeah, Dave, here's the fun part. I decided to get really back on a good eating diet this week, too, which has not been fun. But I did have Panda Express for dinner, so there you go. Singer's Helper Spray, Dana says. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't used it before, but I should get some of that. Very cool. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to go rest my voice and collapse on the couch for the rest of the evening. After I take the trash out. It's Thursday. Got to take the trash out. But it's been so great to have you here. I appreciate you as always. Next week, I'll do a lot more singing on some longer songs when my voice is back in shape. I'm kind of, I don't know, as I was singing that True Happiness song, I feel like there might be a longer story there. Might be. All right. You all are awesome. Thank you, Dana and Cecilia and Dave. And who else is here? Happy Simpleton, Talon JLK. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.